on now. We about to get this thing cooking like last night. You feel me? You feel me? All right, where we at? 32 seconds. We about to be a minute in.
Come on now. Be prepared. This is so funny to me that you did this.
Special guest. I'm getting money.
Oh. Because why did niggas do that? Bitches be doing that too. That's it.
Go check that out. That's on YouTube. No love, more paid. Shouting out the nephew. You feel me? But I'm your host, PJ.
And MJ, and this is Couple of J's podcast. Period, psych.
That's crazy.
We the same for real. All right. Am I the asshole for being very upset that my wife is helping her friend cheat on her husband?
What's up with all these?
On her husband. A while ago, my wife and her friend went on a weekend trip, which seemed fine. Turns out the friend didn't really want to go on the trip. She was meeting a guy, her best friend, her soulmate. Apparently, these two had been messaging each other for years. My wife didn't know this, but obviously found out about it and told me, but she just ignored it because it wasn't our business. We didn't tell the husband. It was a weird, what the fuck kind of thing. I do not know the husband at all. I barely know this friend. I was thinking, not my circus, not my monkeys. So here's the thing. The friend asked my wife to go on another trip and she will pay, probably about $3,000, for the sole purpose of cheating on her husband again. My wife was gleefully ecstatic about going on a free trip. She will be the alibi for her friend cheating. Am I the asshole for being outraged, feeling betrayed, feeling that our marriage is a fucking joke, and frankly wanting to end it? If her and the girls make such a farce of marriage and help each other out to cover for each other cheating, what the fuck is our marriage?
Yeah. Fuck that.
I am seriously considering telling my wife that she can make her own decisions, but they have consequences. And when she returns for the fuckfest cheating weekend, the locks will be changed and the divorce papers will be pinned to the front door.
Period. Listen. To
the front door.
Listen. Birds of a feather flock together. And if the weather,
and PJ knows because he was a victim, not a victim.
Punchline.
Oh, see, PJ knows because he was one of those.
What?
Birds of a feather flock together.
I never flocked with nobody.
Whore.
I always read about. I always let my
whore.
Sister. Anyway, now I'm a true believer in like she would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, by allowing her to do that for her friend, you're now opening up that door for her friend to be able to cover for her in those type of situations. And now you're never going to know if it's her friend that needs some new dick or her that needs some new dick. So the trip got to be, because quite frankly, how's he ever gonna know?
It opens up a door to be like, oh, I got her back. She definitely gonna have my back. You know what I mean? Like and then the friend would think,
and
I will obviously.
Next trip is gonna be
the other way around.
To see her motherfucking do, and her being like, I'm just going. You already know how she is. I'm just gonna go out with her. Fuck that. Yes, I'm on 1,010% with the motherfucking husband. Mm-hmm. Pack her shit.
Yeah.
Get her the fuck out. Don't stop her.
It tells you a lot about the person's character, though, too. Like what someone is willing to do. I mean, that's just something that I wouldn't even do myself. Like, I would be honest with my girlfriend and be like, girl, why? Like, why are you feeling that way? Why do you...
Right.
The ghetto. It ain't roaches, y'all. We promise.
Definitely not that.
But I'll be like, girl, like, what's the reason? Why are you feeling that way? Why are you even trying to deal with him? Like, you know? and
And
see where she comes from.
You should
But
1000% not be supporting her. You should be like, listen, I don't agree that you're doing this. If you want to be, get your ass on. We have a gnat problem. It's coming through the sink or something. I don't know, but they're everywhere.
We don't know.
So yeah, supporting her friend or whatever. Like, you should not be. First of all, excited. Excited is crazy. Like, you should not be excited.
I get that part.
Any trip.
I'm not gonna lie. I get it. Any chance?
And this is why they don't fuck with you online. This right here is why they do not fuck with you. And they be like,
no, because I'd be excited too. Free trip.
You are a free red flag. Like, you're a walking red flag, and the internet is starting to know.
No.
Damn. She's a red flag, and I'm still with her. This is crazy.
No, like, I'm not gonna be with her on that. Like, I'm not gonna side with her or that friend. You know, if she's cheating on her husband, absolutely not. But, like, don't lie. You hear it as a free trip? Come on, like.
Nah, I'm not.
You're gonna be excited. Free? Where are we going?
If it's free and it's like with some like.
I get it. A different circumstance, but I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yo, you're a walking red flag.
Yo,
what's wrong with this gnat? Do I stink?
And there's another one right there.
They're everywhere. We're being attacked. We are being attacked.
No, obviously not in a circumstance like that, but yeah, it's gonna be a little excitement. You're gonna think about it for a second, like, damn, that shit gonna be free. Nah, sis, I can't.
And the fact that she's willing to pay for her friend to go for free.
That serious, like, yo, why
just so
is
she
you
could
with
cover
your
up
man?
her lie? Like, just break the fuck up.
Yeah, at that point.
And you talk about that shit soulmate? Nah, that's crazy.
Not the soulmate, not the best friend.
Don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding
your husband.
You feel me? And don't let your husband stop you from finding your soulmate.
Husband.
Soulmate. That's crazy.
Don't get slapped today.
I said, don't let your husband stop you from finding your soulmate. Why would I get slapped?
Yeah, because you didn't say wife. You just said husband. Okay, you good. I was just making sure.
But yeah, vice versa.
Nope.
Okay.
No. Ladies.
So you're
don't stop your husband from finding you. What?
You're in agreement with her? Or
no,
like,
I just said I'm not. Absolutely not.
Ouch.
So my question for you, one of my questions is it okay to ever keep secrets in a relationship? If so, where's the line?
Is it okay to keep secrets in a relationship? Yes. I absolutely do believe
Me too.
it's okay to keep secrets of...
Me too. Sorry. Me too.
All right, crackhead. Relax. Nah, I think...
Yes. Okay.
You're the most secretive. That's the crazy
Actually, can I be real with you? Yo,
Can I get my answer out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then you can be real. God damn. So, yes, secrets of, like, let's say somebody tells me a secret and I have to keep that to myself.
Okay, yeah.
I'm allowed to keep that.
Keep that to yourself.
Keep that to myself.
I've always stood on that.
Yes.
I've always stood on that.
I'm not going to tell someone's business to you.
And I've always said that too. Like, if I wanted to know something, and I've done this with anybody and everybody, like, if there was something that maybe I wanted to know, I'd be like, what happened? But then I always be like, listen, but you don't got to tell me. Like, I understand. Like, I've always just, made it, like, conscious to people.
Yes.
Like, listen, don't
Yes.
ever feel like you have to tell me anything when it comes to someone else's business. Like, I don't care. I'm going to keep it to myself because I'm just very trustworthy like that. Like,
You are right.
I'm very trustworthy like
You
that.
are.
I would ask someone if I could tell you, and it's only you that I'm telling, if it's okay before I even go do it.
Yeah, I won't tell no one's business.
Yeah,
If they're like confiding in me about like their things, and they want to keep it between myself and them.
And if it's harmless too,
I don't
like,
pillow talk with my girl. That's the one thing.
we pillow talk all day, all night.
No, we don't pillow
It's
talk.
like-
I don't pillow talk to you unless it's like, I don't know, one of my friends that
And they're also engaging with me, or I'm
that
there.
engages with you
and they're
talk
asking
to you
about,
and
like, my
ask
opinion.
advice and your opinion about whatever. Yeah, that's the only time like we'll talk about it or whatever, or we'll maybe like
I
try to navigate that whole like conversation or whatever. But Yeah, I don't know.
Unless you
But
know.
what secrets do you think are appropriate to have?
Well, that's what I was gonna go and say. Like, unless you know your partner wants to know certain things, like tell them.
Yeah.
Because, like with me and you, if I want to know certain things, I tell you. Like, I want you to tell me if this ever happens, or you run into someone that we're the same function with, and you used to mess with them. Like, those are things that I want to know. But wow.
Yeah.
But you don't gotta always tell everything. Like, if you know.
What secrets are you fucking trying to hide, bro? I'm just trying to ask you.
What are you talking about? There's no
what's
secrets.
appropriate? What's an appropriate secret outside of getting information from our friends?
Like
if you had cancer, would you tell me, bro?
Of course I would tell you if I had
okay.
cancer. Do you think I wouldn't fucking tell you I had cancer or some shit?
Know.
God forbid.
I'm just saying, like, do you think
is that what I mean? Like, if I had a crazy fucking, like, I'm death, you think I want to tell you?
I don't know. Some people
I just
get
didn't want to
scared.
tell you because I didn't want you to.
Nah, some people get scared. Like, you get something.
Damn it! I'm sorry. I'm getting so angry.
Yeah. So this is what happens when you don't leave the AC on.
Oh my
Humidity
gosh!
and
Can
all
we?
that
Can
stuff.
we? It's the lights.
Some people get scared of that stuff, like having to tell someone they're pretty much dying.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be scary to tell me. You're gonna be in fear of like someone leaving, like me leaving you, maybe or something, and then now you're left alone to deal with your own shit.
God forbid. Gosh.
Yeah. Or be, because some people like I can't handle that kind of stuff.
No, I have to tell you everything. Like, I found something in my neck and I was like, I don't know, this doesn't feel normal. And I'm like, well, this is it.
You had something in your eye.
I had something in my eye and I'm like, well, can you deal with the blind? Because it's on its way. Yeah, I mean, so quick. I tell you anything that comes to my head. So, like, and then I was going to say this. Since being with you, like, I can't hold shit back. Like, I can't lie. I can't, none of that. And I just don't. And I feel like sometimes I'm too honest and I just speak too damn much. And I'm like, all right. Some things I just didn't even have to say because you even respond in a way that's like, I don't care. Like, don't tell me shit like that. Or
I feel
whatever.
like there's one thing you keep from me, secrets of like trying to get jobs. And that's only because you want to manifest and you don't want no one to interrupt.
But did I not say? No, I didn't. I didn't.
You didn't. Not till it
happened. But you see how that shit works? But even when you do that, I'd be like, bro, why are you talking, bro? Like, shut up.
Yeah.
And then I heard someone tell me that, and I'm like, all right, I'm not crazy. Like, I'm not the only one who thinks that.
No, you should.
You need to keep it to yourself.
It's hard. Me, like, I'm an open book.
You are.
Assume that everyone wants good for you because I want good for everybody. So I don't.
But you can't think like that because you really don't know. And I don't even think it's like that. Like, I don't think about it in a way of like, oh, these people probably don't want good for me. Like, I don't think of it as that.
Yeah.
I just think of it, it's just a feeling.
Yeah.
And I kind of just always went with that feeling, like a superstition, I guess you can call it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just been my own thing. So you just know when to say something and know when not to. But
yeah.
I mean, it's okay to keep certain things from your partner as long as it's harmless, I feel like.
As long as it's just not like, no.
Like, if you went out and get freaking Chipotle without me, like, keep that to yourself. I don't care.
What?
Because
Chipotle without you?
Yeah, or food. Like,
so what if I went to the bar without you and I went to go stop to get a couple drinks? Is that okay to keep from you? Because wouldn't it be the same thing like going to grab Chipotle without you? Or no?
Fuck no. How the fuck do you compare a bar and Chipotle together? Like, don't even. No, so, I don't know. He's greedy as fuck. He's greedy as fuck. You are greedy. So if I go to freaking Chipotle, he'd probably be like, you went to Chipotle? You went to Chipotle? Like, I gotta keep that a secret.
You be going to Chipotle sometimes?
I haven't been to Chipotle in a minute.
You're a damn lie.
No, I haven't been in a minute.
Because I feel like you got
but I be getting pizzas. I do. If I'm hungry and shit, I got work. I be stopping by getting Starbucks, a little coffee. I don't tell PJ. Yeah, but where does money coming from? Nah, I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding. But you know what I mean. All right, all right. What was I gonna?
You looking up another question?
No, it's here.
Oh.
All right, so how do you think relationships evolve over time, and what are the signs of healthy growth versus stagnation?
How do you know if a relationship is evolving or staying stagnant? I'm always self-reflecting.
Mm-hmm.
I think a relationship that constantly self-reflects, you know, if you've been in one place, let's say like, for instance, us, where we're in an apartment, we've yet to own a house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 3 years from now, we set a goal like, yo, we're supposed to own a house. We're supposed to do this. These are things we're, supposed to accomplish.
Like you said, like a 3 year. Like, listen, in 3 years, we need to be here.
And we're still here doing
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Dealing with the same kind of problems. You're gonna pick up on that, and that to me is unhealthy. Like, I think we should be evolving.
Because why are we not evolving?
Better.
Like,
Huh?
what is like what's going on here? Why are we not evolving?
Right. Like, and if you self-reflect enough, you're gonna know, like, all right, damn, like maybe I didn't make any necessary moves
that I thought.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too.
Elevate.
I realized, especially with like such a young age and just going through life, you start to realize what you think works and then what does work. So I feel like that. I know that I'm still like very young, and at this age you go through a lot and you kind of experience and you just kind of put yourself through things, and I'm stubborn, I can admit. Like, I think certain things are going to work out this way because I'm just very naive, right, and unexperienced. So I'm like, this is going to work if I do it like this and this, and then you realize like that didn't work, and it doesn't work like this. And I feel like I just got to a point where it's like I did that and I was like, what? And it's just like a beautiful thing in it too, because you think that certain things work, you try it out, and it's like, okay, it doesn't, and you fall and you get up and you're like, all right, let me try something else, and that keeps happening until you're like, all right, clearly I have to face these challenges in order to get here and in order to elevate. And it's to that point where you're like, fuck it, I gotta go all in or it's nothing, because that's just how it works. I've been trying to do it the easy way. I've been trying to do it, what I think makes sense, but in reality, like, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
And in order to get here, I need to put in all this work. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, I feel like I've just gotten to
a point where
a realization and a point where it's like,
had
what the hell have I been doing? That, like, I've been thinking it works like this the whole time, and I'm like, it doesn't. It doesn't. Like, it don't matter how I thought about it. It just clicked, and it's like, all right, I know what I got to do, and I'm learning from that.
Relationship, if you look 3-4 years down the line and it is stagnant, how do you handle that? Is it means to an end?
If we've made the goals.
No. If you're stagnant, if you're still in the same position 3-4 years later, doing the same thing, not evolving, stuck, right? Mm-hmm. How do you handle that? Is that a means to an end?
With your partner?
Yes. Do you say, all right, like, this relationship has just kept me like this. I think the best thing to do for me now, after like constantly having these conversations, we're still in the same spot. I think the best thing for me is to leave and see how I do on my own.
Yeah. That's hard, because letting someone go that you've been with for that amount of time or longer, it's like, you think, like, can you get past that? Like, is this just the world working it this, just kind of like making it like that for you in your relationship? Or like, you start to think about, like, why is that? Like, is it me? Like, I feel like I'm doing what I need to do. So I think it's very hard to think like, wow, all right, well, maybe I need to just this relationship needs to end because it's
Yeah.
not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand it too, where it's like, shit, maybe that is the case,
Yeah.
you know. And it's like you kind of have to then deal with that and come to a realization and understanding that it might be that you just don't work out in relationships. And a lot of people actually work better outside of relationships.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've seen that by our loved ones, like where they just, or people we care about, like
They're just functioning.
they
better.
function way better outside of a relationship and do better for themselves. And that's okay too.
Yeah.
You know, even I think the hard part about it is if you don't want to be by yourself and you want to have a partner.
But yeah,
You have to know,
well,
yeah, but then you
like,
don't function well with a partner.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to be like, fuck, like, what do I do? Because I want love, like, I want to be with someone.
At that point, if it's you, if you function better outside of a relationship, but you feel like you need a relationship, what are the things you think you need to self-reflect on to get better at that? Like, whether it to be like to not want a relationship and to just kind of be okay with being by yourself. What do you think you need to do to gear towards that?
To just being okay by yourself?
Yeah, if you find yourself in that situation. All right. The mic heard you.
You're like that's you right now.
The mic heard you, but go ahead.
Sorry.
I'm just feeling tipsy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard when you're a lover girl.
You just gonna keep getting in relationships.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
So you're a lover girl.
Yeah.
All right, let's skip over that whole question. Let's go straight to this. You're a lover girl.
Yeah.
Right? And you're in a relationship with me. Right? How do you know that I'm the one if you're a lover girl and you're just ready to, like, you're not okay with being alone and you're just ready to get into the next relationship?
No.
How can I believe that you actually truly love me?
No.
If you're just a person to just go from relationship to relationship.
No. So I didn't say, clearly, I never went to relationship to relationship.
You have.
I haven't. I've never really, like, I don't know if we know this yet, you guys, but this is my first relationship.
No, I'm just, it's okay. We all gotta get personal. I'm just saying, how do you know that person truly loves you if they're like a lover girl and each person that comes into their life, they're gonna act and supposedly look like, even if it's on the internet, they're gonna act like this is the best relationship in the world because I know somebody who's done that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and did it with each person, and it's just like, what? Like, do you?
Well, I can't speak on that because I've never done that. Like, I've never put myself on the internet with the guys that I've always, like, every guy that I freaking dated and try to make it seem like it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, one thing about me is that if I have really strong feelings about you, like, as long as you don't disrespect me,
yeah,
then let's do this. You know what I mean? But I haven't even gotten to that extent, like to that level until this. You know what I mean? To even be like, so like we keep trying until.
How can you tell? Like, because you're like, I'm a lover girl, but how do you know that?
Because my whole life. So when I say I'm a lover girl, I say that because my whole life I've always just wanted to be loved, and I always wanted to love. I've had so much love in me to give to someone, and I could feel it. And when I meet someone that I do really like, I pour into them all my love and affection.
Where do you think that stems from? The want and need. The want.
So that's
the
so funny.
Of love and the need of love.
That's so funny you say that because there was one question that was, how do childhood experiences shape our approach to love and relationships as adults? That was my next.
So you feel those childhood experiences?
Of course. I feel like the lack of. Or
you had both parents.
I didn't.
Well, you had.
I didn't.
Okay. But where do you think that comes from, though? Just childhood experiences?
I think kind of the lack of.
the lack of that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like my parents didn't love me or showed that, but they kind of showed it in different ways that may have not been like what I wanted or needed,
So
you know?
how are they supposed to know?
Well,
If you're
that's
a
the thing.
kid,
Well, that's the thing. When you're a kid, it's kind of hard. You can't really express that. Like you kind of hold that in, or you don't realize it until you get into an adult age. Or you're
because
like,
you have a stepchild, I have a son. How would we approach him if we don't even know? Like we feel like we're just going through the motions correctly. We feel like we're doing everything correct.
so I think we are.
How do we?
I'm gonna tell you why I think we are, because I think we learn from our experiences. We kind of probably both felt like the lack of, you
Yeah.
know, and as we went through these experiences of feeling like, okay, maybe I didn't get as much as I needed or should have as a child, we both come together. And I love this about us, is that we understand like this is what we went through. Let's make sure no other kid goes through that. That's in
Yeah.
our lives.
Yeah.
Like I'm the same way, you know, with my niece.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be the same way with any child that comes into my life. I will make sure like they don't feel that way.
Yeah.
So what we do is, as we're now adults, is we communicate with the children. Like, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
Do you feel like we do enough? Like, are you feel like you're missing anything? Like, you know, and sometimes we can be a lot with it.
But what's to stop them from telling? Like they could just brush us off. Like sometimes I feel like he does. He brushes us off a little bit and kind of like it's just like, yeah, no,
Internalizes everything?
Yeah, and then internalizes everything because he's much like you too. Like he's very internal with
Yeah,
his
it-
emotions and feelings.
You can only do so much as a parent or as
A step parent.
step parent, or just as like
An adult.
a family member or whatever
Yeah.
it is to children. Like if they're gonna speak, they're gonna speak. If they don't, that's all them. Like at least we played our part, and we can't let it take over us and you know make us so worried, because as long as we did our part, it's their part to be like, listen, we told
This
you
is how I
that
feel,
we're
yeah.
like, you could be comfortable, this is a safe place for you. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about, you know, people judging or me judging you. Like we love you, we care about you.
Right.
So you can only do so much. If the child still wants to internalize everything and just, you know, brush it off. One, maybe they don't understand, or they're just like, bro, calm down, like I'm fine, you know, like it may just be us in our own heads traumatized because of what we went through or what we didn't go through, you know. So
at what point do you realize though, like you're coming from a childhood traumatic place when you're talking about
asking certain questions to the children.
no outside, like back to like what we were talking about, because we got kind of deep
of
into the
love.
whole like children thing, but like when it comes to like love and like wanting it and needing it, at what point do you realize that you feel like you need and want it to you, like at what point do you self-reflect on that and then kind of get to a space of like, I just want it, I don't need it, and it's
Well, that I'm
something
a lover
I
girl.
feel like I deserve, you know, like
I don't know.
because right now you realize like, oh, I'm a lover girl, or I need it, I want it, this is how I've always been, but you also understand that it's coming from like a traumatic childhood trauma. So you self-reflect, you see it, you understand it. When do you work on it, especially while you're in a relationship?
So I do understand that I don't need to be in a relationship. I think from my experiences, it hasn't been me looking. It just kind of always came to me, and I never shied away from it. I was never like, and I have been like, no, like I don't know, like I'm good. But then eventually over time, somehow attraction comes in, and it's like I'm gonna follow whatever my heart feels. I think that's a lot of women too. Like we kind of just go with our hearts and our brains, you know. Like, all right, this might not be the right situation for me. He might not be the best kind of guy. He might not have all the money to support or provide. He might be selling drugs, like, you know. But I feel like a lot of women do this, where they're just like, well, my heart feels good here, and I want to see where this goes because I could change him. Or like, you know, we just think all types of things. I I don't know. It's kind of hard.
Right now, like we're together. We're dealing with our own things. You're self-reflective. You kind of understand where your love come from and why you feel like you need it. You're in a relationship. At what point do you self-reflect on that, so that way those things don't carry on to the next relationship, if that was ever to be the case? Like,
you mean like continuing to just hop?
repeat the cycle of like, I need it, I want it. At what point do you just feel like, I deserve it, I'm going to welcome it in if it comes my way, and it feels that way, I don't need it, and I don't.
But I think that's what I'm trying to say though. It's like I don't really feel like I said I want it, and it's something that I need to get. Like I need to give that love, and I just want to.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's like I want, but I don't feel deserving.
You love bomb me.
I did not love bomb you.
She love bombed me in the beginning.
I love bombed him.
These toenails have not been clipped in a while. Sorry.
I love bombed him and still love bomb him to this day because I love him truly. Find the clippers and we'll clip them.
You hear that? Y'all hear that? I need these toes clipped.
What about me, bruh? You love bomb me. I was love bombed as well. No, again, I just had so much love, and I was like, "Here, take my love."
But I ain't showing no love. I'm getting money.
Boy,
150s and 20s and dubs. I gotta eat.
Stop it.
I'm just kidding. Yo, go stream my nephew. Right now. No love on YouTube. More paid.
Please don't tell me you love me if you don't love me. All these niggas be switching and all these bitches act funny, so I ain't showing no love, I'm getting money. I ain't showing no love, just on these 50s and dubs. Please don't tell me you love me if you don't love me. All these niggas be switching and all these bitches act funny, so I ain't showing no love, I'm getting money. I ain't showing no love, just on these 50s and dubs. Please don't tell me you love me if you gon' lie. When you tell me you love me, look in my eyes. I told my grandma I loved her before she died. Wish I could tell her I love her just one more time. I done been heartbroken, backstabbed, and I've been lied to. People in and out my life like a drive-through. No, I can't show no love even if I try to. No, I can't show no love even if I try. Mama told me never trust a bitch. That's the realest shit I heard. I seen the realest niggas switch. All that bullshit for the birds, I'm just trying to get a break. Late night on the curb, I was trying to make a flip. Now it's 100s and 50s, bitches and titties. I hit the city, get litty. I seen some niggas move iffy. He say he moving with sharks. I leave him sleeping with fishes. She want the keys to my heart, but I want the keys to a Bentley. And no matter how far I go, I swear I can't trust her soul. I still have no love to show. Niggas be switching, these bitches be switching too. Please don't tell me you love me if you don't love me. All these niggas be switching and all these bitches act funny, so I ain't showing no love, I'm getting money. I ain't showing no love, just on these 50s and dubs. Please don't tell me you love me if you don't love me. All these niggas be switching and all these bitches act funny, so I ain't showing no love, I'm getting money. I ain't showing no love, just on these 50s and dubs.